Wow, dude, rolling in deep. Wow.
Phone in a beanbag.
Take one, pass it around. there's levels to that. We need to show the camera. You want to, if it's not too much, if you can hold that mic a little close to you, it makes for a little bit better audio quality.
Is this the camera right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, we're using the camera in the back. Back camera.
Your dad's actually holding it back there.
Oh, is that your pop?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, we're meeting the family out here. That's beautiful.
Let me see, is it KB?
Yeah.
You're missing one
It's
letter.
KBS, dude.
Oh my
KBS.
Wow. Our
Nobody
honorable
told me.
guest, dude.
I asked you when I shook your hand, I said, "KG,
Yeah.
right?" And you said, "Yeah."
My man Riley is sticking to it. Take two, series 1, episode 2.
Got Through the Tire Smoke. And got my brother from Africa right here, KBS. Got Evan. My introduction's not quite as good as Evan's was in the last one, but so far so good. Riley's Powersports Through the Tire Smoke, got both names right, so off to a great start.
Double as good as I did.
So, well, KB,
Yeah.
one of the first questions that
Thank
I
you
really
for being here, dude.
Yeah. One of the first questions I really wanted to ask you is, so far you've been here for a few months now.
Yeah.
How different is the scene here as it is in Africa?
Well, it's quite different based on the kind of bikes you ride, how it's been kit. You know, from Africa, normally we do ride stock bikes. We don't fix handbrake kits and kits that make it easy to start with. We do ride it straight from factory, how it's been built, and that's how we've been using it. Yeah, actually.
That is crazy. I have noticed that in like social media viral videos, but that's cool that that's like legit how you guys ride. Pretty much America's weak. Like America's McDonald's. We all are like
we need to
real
put
strong.
cheat codes on it. That way
Yeah,
we
wow.
can do it better.
So
The American way.
seeing you all how you riding bikes, being kids, it's kind of different, and also it made me learn a lot of ways which I think you can practice with the bike being kids. You know, having a handbrake, it's pretty easy to sit on the tank and scrap the tail, and also do a couple of tricks without getting panicked, because you're having something to cover up. Unlike how we use the foot brakes without handbrake. You know, with the foot brake, and I sit on the let's say the
handlebars.
Handlebars, I can scrap. I'm just gonna fall.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do you get on a bike that's like ready for stunt, and are you more comfortable or less comfortable?
Well, I'm comfortable.
I guess that sounds like a silly question, but it's like with those extra parts, you're like, I'm not messing with that because you're more comfortable with less aftermarket stuff, if that makes sense.
Because when I'm riding a stock bike, I just feel like I'm riding a normal bike. You understand? So I make sure I'm full in control of what I'm doing. Yeah, unlike the bikes being kitted. When it's kitted, I know I can easily do some stuff. I can use the handbrake, just as I said, to cover up on a lot of tricks. Yeah, but with the stock bike, anyone can just ride it. I can use it for both stunt and also use it for my daily ride.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier for him to jump on a fully kitted out, fully stunted out bike than it is for somebody that's used to that fully kitted bike to jump on a stock bike and wheelie. Me, I've always had handbrakes and cages, and I've always rode bikes that were set up like that. And so, like, whenever I first got my dirt bike last year, you could definitely tell that I was a little bit more tense and not as comfortable with it, just because I didn't have those like fail safes, like the extra brake and the cages in case I do drop it.
I didn't even think about the cages. Yeah, that really changes the game too, having like sliders and stuff on it.
Yeah, it really changes the game totally. So Danzy, how does it feel like riding a stock bike without anything kitted on the bike? How does it feel like?
I'm always more timid, and I don't do as much of the like crazier technical stuff just because I don't want to break the homie's bike. I'm not as confident in myself on somebody else's bike just because I don't want to have to pay for something. Like, I don't want to have to come out of my own pocket because I mess up on somebody else's bike. You know, it just kind of, it's a little different. But I do think where you ended up in, like, since you ended up coming here, like around here, we all in the stunt scene mostly have kitted bikes. But if you were to, instead of moving here from Africa, moving to like the DMV area, the Washington DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, that's one of those guys' big brags is like they go buy a factory Gixxer and don't put any parts on it, and then they just go out there and just start ripping on it, just start scraping the stock tail, and they're all about that stock bike life out there.
I feel like that looks good until it doesn't look good, and then you're just like, wouldn't happen if you had a cage on. It's like if guys did that in drifting, I'd be like, that looks good until you smash into a car and your like vehicle's destroyed. And I imagine it's like the same in bike culture.
Yeah, I actually just watched a video that came on, I don't remember if it was on Stunt News or not. There was a guy circling a stock Gixxer, I want to say it was in Brazil. He was circling it, and he bailed and accidentally let out the clutch, and it actually broke the tail, like the seat completely off, like all the way to the front seat. Just
so if it would have had protection, it wouldn't have happened like that?
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. So back in, what part of Africa are you from actually?
I'm from West Africa, Ghana.
Okay, heck yeah. Do you guys have like lot days? Like for us, it's literally like every Sunday. I feel like if the world's not on fire, it's like, oh, we're going to the lot.
Yeah, we have one unused road. It's like a straight asphalt road which is not being used. That's where we used to practice.
Yeah.
It's more or less like a lot, but it's a straight road. So we do go there to ride. Not only we the motorcycles, but even the youngins with the bicycles to come there to ride.
Oh, that's cool. Like pedal bikes?
Yeah, pedal bikes.
Is that pretty cool? Like they do tricks and stuff as well, or they just go out there to hang out?
They're really doing good.
That's awesome.
One thing that was really cool that me and you already talked about was how the police interact with you guys over there. If you want to talk about that for a little bit, how different it is. I know you haven't really had a run in over here since you haven't had a bike and aren't really planning on going out in the streets. But if you want to just talk about like the police interactions whenever you guys are out riding in Africa.
Well, for the law, let's say in general, the law, when you don't abide with it, you're definitely going to find yourself in a problem. But when
you said bike with the receipt, like paper?
No, I mean when you have a bike in general, you the biker with the police. If you don't have your documents and your helmet intact, you're definitely going to have problems with the police. So assuming you jumping traffic lights, it's also one thing, you're going to have problems with the police. But when you abide with the rules, you're good to go. And when there are some places too, you can stand, it's just like Texas, you do see the guys popping really on street. They know where they do stuff. They don't just do stuff anyway. They know where they are comfortable to ride and where they shouldn't ride. Yeah. So it's just like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely not gonna go take it over to the nice rich neighborhoods and nice parts of town, and you usually get in trouble pretty quick.
But the difference I've seen here, I don't know if people, when you're riding on the street, do people feel happy, like neighbors feel happy when they see you going?
It depends. It's very mixed. A lot of people do enjoy it. They do like seeing it. They're getting a free show and they'll cheer us on and encourage us. But then there's always the one person that just it inconveniences their day, that adds 5 minutes onto their drive. So they will at the very least call the cops on us and report us, or sometimes we've had people swerve at us and try and hit us.
What's the ratio you think here? I think it's like 80 supportive, 20 not supportive.
I'd say that's pretty accurate. For the most part, it's been really good. And like KB said, we know where we're welcome and where we're not for the most part. We know where we can go and the people love us for the most part.
Like you said, for the most part.
For the most part.
I feel like it's my bad. I just, some of those guys, I feel like it's like, you don't even inconvenience them. I think it's just like a jealousy thing. Because we've been doing media on some rides, and there's just like some guy's girlfriend's getting hyped from the passenger seat, and you just see him smoking mad. And like the more she records, and the more that the guys are like doing their thing, the more he just gets pissed.
Yeah, I do feel like that's one of the things too. Is like they're seeing us trying to enjoy life. Like we're doing stuff that's fun for us and puts a smile on our face, and just really means something to us. The bike life means something to us.
But I think from how bike, like we're developing a lot of riders each and every time in Ghana, and the bike life culture is getting big, not only in Ghana but in Africa. Yeah, people are really getting into bikes now, and they are buying expensive and luxury bikes.
For stunting or for riding?
Some do buy for stunts and some do buy for just riding.
I heard you won a championship, or you won like a big competition. Yeah, I was a tournament. I sound like an old man.
Yeah, I've rode bikes in different countries in Africa. Yeah, I rode bike in Ivory Coast. I rode bike in Nigeria. I rode bike in Mali. I rode bike in Togo.
Is that like you traveling just knowing people, or is that like someone?
No,
someone
it's a bike show.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's a bike show. They do host a bike show around.
That's cool, bro.
And I go there to ride.
He said you rode with Meek Mill?
Yeah, I rode with Meek Mill when he came.
You taught him how to wheelie? That's what I heard.
I just pillioned him.
You what?
I pillioned him on the bike.
You did what? Sorry.
I pillioned him.
Oh,
yeah.
So he was your backpack?
Yeah.
Spit some bars. What's up?
How was that experience? Was it?
I'm just kidding. No, Meek's
No,
not a
Meek Mill
backpack.
has been one of my inspirations as a rider, because I do watch his video clips when he sings and ride. You know, so when I got to meet him for the first time, I was super excited. I was like, dreams come true.
That's awesome.
Seeing your role model, you know.
I heard that dude like travels with an 18-wheeler full of toys, or he has like a trailer full of toys with him on tour, like the quads and the two-strokes and stuff, so he can really rip on. How'd you get that linked up, or how did he reach out to you, or how'd that happen?
Well, in I think 2017 we shot a video with Vice.
No way.
Yeah, we shot a video. We had a documentary with
Yeah,
Vice.
it sounds like I didn't do my homework.
We had a documentary, Ghana Bike Life. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my theme, like Ghana Bike Life.
What?
So we had a documentary with Vice, and it went viral. So when it went viral, McMill tweeted it. He retweeted on his page, like he wants to go to Ghana and ride with the boys. He likes the lifestyle over there, how we do it.
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
Yeah,
Are you in that video as well?
Yeah.
What?
You're gonna
I kind of
see-
feel like, I don't know if it's like the mind where it makes things up. I kind of feel like I've seen this. So like now that you're saying it, but I don't know about 2017. That's an older video at this point. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, the video went viral actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when he retweeted, then we started getting recognition from a lot of riders in America. And,
So what was your bike group's name?
it's Ghana Bike Life.
Oh, okay, heck yeah.
You'll have to send that to us, that way we can, because what we do with our last one is we added in clips, so we can definitely.
I kind of want to pull it up my phone right now, but I don't
The
want to be
video was
distracted.
it was super cool. Having Remake, my colleagues Remake, Shaibu, Muftau,
Yeah.
and Quadkin. Yeah, it was super cool. It was super crazy.
That's
Dude,
one thing
Vice,
that's
that's big.
awesome about the bike life is that it's its own language. So like that you get to, we may not like be able to communicate and speak each other's languages, but we both get bikes, and so like you can meet people from all over the world.
Well, for Ghana, we speak English. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to communicate with almost everyone in the country. So I don't think that's a big problem for you.
Well, I meant just more like not just with Ghana,
Okay.
because you hit me up whenever you came over here, but like with Brazil, like just you can connect with people from across the world with the same passion as you. This is more or less like what I was getting at.
I have a theory on this, and I hope I explain it well. But I think like in car culture, you can go buy a car and like do this crazy build on a credit card, so it's not really yours, and like that's your expression of you. But motorcycles, it's more commonly like work to own, and like they build it themselves, and it's like it's a direct kind of character of you. So you can see somebody, and like for me, I love dirt bikes. So if I see like a KLX or something I'm comfortable with, I'm like, that's my stuff, you know. And that's maybe the same thing with the motorcycle culture. And there's also like this crazy thing, you guys are putting your life on the line. So it's like this mutual respect when you see a bike built to your likings or your style, or something you can appreciate and respect, like that dude's dope, and like you can tell the hardware on it, and then you see what he's doing, you're like, oh, this dude's a legend. So it's like, even if it's a different language, different dialect, whatever, there's still like this immediate sense of understanding of each party. And that's like somebody like, I don't know that dude, but I relate to him. Even he's from the other side of the world, and whatever the situation is, you can see like, I respect that.
Yeah, it's like day one whenever I invited him out to the lot, and he came out and he got on that. I was telling everybody, yeah, he's like super cool, because I was scrolling through his Instagram, watching his videos, like, yeah, he's got it on lock. And then he jumps on the homie Jared's bone stock dirt bike. Was it a 450?
Yeah, it was YZ450.
YZ450, and starts doing high chair one-handers. And
have you upset anybody who get on their own bike and just start doing some crazy things and they're just like jealous?
It happens. When I jump on bikes, I just ride it. Yeah.
You're just like, I just kill it.
I just ride
any
it.
bike. Yeah.
Well,
What's your, my bad.
No, you're good. And I'm the opposite whenever it comes to that, because if somebody gets on my bike and does something that I can't do, it's like, man, he just showed me that like, the bike isn't the problem. It's definitely me.
It's the rider.
Yeah.
It's the rider, exactly.
What's your favorite memory of being here in Texas? Like, what's the coolest thing that's happened that's out of the ordinary or something?
Oh, it's just the bike part.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just the bike part, Getting to meet people, new people, just like you, through bike. That tells me bike brings bonds, you understand? So I think it's the coolest thing ever.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah. Because aside the bike, I don't really have any activity I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So the bike really brings happiness to me.
Do you have any like specific goals or experiences you want to have while you're here in Texas?
Yeah, I had the conversation with Danzi. I told him I want to get, we were discussing on getting a bike, which I want to fix a handbrake kit and stuff on it, and try the style here. It's just like they say, when you go to Rome, you do what Romans do.
I've heard that a time or two.
I'm in Texas.
Well, that means like eat barbecue and like watch like some southern movies. I don't know. That's what Texans do.
Dallas.
Eat Sonic.
I'm looking. I'm now seeing what Danzi and other guys are doing.
Yeah, so it's like get a Harley and a Grom.
Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah.
One thing I think it would be really cool is if we got you out to one of the drift events and got you in a drift car.
Jeez, that's gonna be into drifting.
I think it'd be something really cool, because we have some of the homies like Kenny, for example, has a beautiful drift car, built motor,
yes, sir.
And he just
LS action.
He'll come in on that first turn hot and then just start ripping through the track.
And I would like to have that kind of feeling, like being in a drift car and being drift. I want to know how it's gonna feel like.
You want to drive or you want to ride in one, or both?
I want to drive in. I don't want to drive myself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to have a feeling someone doing it.
Yeah, okay, ride with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
there are certain people like, I would never ride in one, but I would drive one. I'm like, you should probably ride in one before you try and drive one.
Yeah, the feeling in riding with it, it's almost the same adrenaline rush as the bikes. And I was talking to a buddy at the last drift event who just went from stunt riding to drifting.
That Kenny?
And
another or Keegan? Wait, sorry.
Roy. I had a little Roy, the homie Roy, the tattoo artist.
I got you. Yeah.
He just went from stunt riding to drifting, and he said that it was equally as fun whenever you're driving. The experience is pretty much the same as far as like the adrenaline and the feeling of it.
Minus the financial thing, I think it's like way financially.
Yeah, I do like how bikes are cheaper.
I sold my drift car for like a fleet of zip tied together dirt bikes, and I'm pretty happy with that decision. I get to enjoy them a lot more. Yeah, don't get a drifting; it's expensive.
You always been ties.
Yeah.
So
that,
with you doing all this traveling, one of the questions that we're trying to ask everybody, what is the craziest place you've been to? And then what's the craziest thing that's happened while traveling to somewhere?
Whoa.
I feel like there's a lot of answers bouncing around right
Been
now.
to too many places. He's gonna have to pick.
I have to pick one place because I've been to so many places.
That's cool. Well, let's take top 3.
And one thing is, everywhere I go, they have something that's more gonna get you addicted to them. So you just can't choose one place. Because when I go to Ivory Coast, for instance, like it's a French-speaking country, they have their style of riding. They don't normally like dirt bikes. They do like sports bike, big bikes. You know, so the feeling over there is all about from 600cc to 1000. That's what they do right there. And when you go to Mali, they do cross and dirt bikes. So it's different feelings, different places. You understand me? So I think I can choose one.
Do you speak different languages?
No, I just speak English. Yeah, I speak different language. I speak English and local languages in Ghana.
Okay. Dang, dude, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Anybody meet someone that speaks multiple languages, I feel like immediately stupider. Like I barely mastered one language, and then got multiple underneath their belt. We're also in a fully functional motorcycle shop, so the work never ends, even on a Sunday. Chick-fil-A, open up, think about it.
So what's the craziest thing that's happened to, like, on the way somewhere? Like one time I was on my way to a stunt ride in Denver, and a horse trailer caught on fire on the highway. So like we had to like jump out and grab water bottles and put out the fire. And luckily like no horses were harmed and we saved all the horses. So like, but it's whenever
I'm not laughing at horses in danger. I'm just like envisioning you.
Whenever you spend so much
this.
time traveling, like there's always something crazy that can happen. So like, is there anything like that sticks out that has just stuck with you on these road trips?
Being me traveling or being in my country? Which?
Any of them. Like even traveling throughout Africa. I don't know if you've done much traveling here yet, or
not here, but in Africa I've traveled a lot. Yeah. So I think when I'm traveling normally in Africa, I do use flight, and I ride the bikes there. They give me bikes there to ride. Yeah. So for the road experience, I don't really, it's just flight. But in my country, in Ghana, things happen,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just everywhere, things happen. Sometimes people might drive careless and you might hurt yourself but it's not anything really serious,
You ever take anybody to the hospital or any emergency situations? Like he was talking about, like they had to put a fire out. Like we've had to take people to the hospital on motorcycle rides and stuff.
What really happened was I ever helped someone, but it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
So I helped someone by picking them up. I saw them whilst coming home. They were from town, and I picked them. I pillioned them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not anything really serious.
Because I feel like when you're traveling, you mentioned a lot of country traveling and stuff like that. When you're going in between that many different cultures, like there's got to be some crazy things, like misinterpretation or like just different cultures have different approaches, different go-to methods. Like if I was in a different country and somebody's like, "Yo, take me to the hospital," I'm sure there's like some crazy situations. Like I don't what like.
Normally when you travel like that, it's just like if I come to Texas, and I came here because of Danzy.
Yeah.
Danzy is gonna make sure I'm safe, so I don't get to interact with other people.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Any dream bikes you have in your lineup? Because I feel like you can kill it on any bike. So like, what's your money is no object? What's your dream scenario, dream build like?
Well, that bike has been my dream. That bike is always something I can take off my collections.
Yeah.
That bike is locked and stock.
Which one?
It doesn't really matter the brand. I do.
That's how I can tell you're an OG. You're like, I just give me a bike. It's only 2 wheels. That's all it needs.
And him rocking the stock bikes is what gives him the ability, like he said a second ago, where he can just fly in. He doesn't have to drive his own bike across the country so that he's comfortable. He can just
come to a place like Riley's Powersports.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, he can just get off the airplane, walk out of the airport, they meet him with a bike, and then he gets to ride off.
Right.
That's Nigeria. When I
can't see your sign right now. I'm sorry. I'm failing.
That's Nigeria. When I got to Nigeria from the airport, the guys were like, "We brought you your bike." So they gave me the bike right after I was out of the airport. So
you land, walk off the plane, you're like, "Oh, that's my motorcycle."
So I just took the bike and I started stunting at the airport.
Where was that at?
Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Yeah.
Wow. What a flex! Like, what a cool accomplishment. You can just land anywhere in the world. You're like, if it has 2 wheels, I can do some cool things on it. Have you ever done any like shows or like for us we have like Nitro Circus or like other big events? Have you ever done any like intro shows or any professional like performances in front of a large group of people?
Yeah, I've done a couple of them.
Okay, heck yeah.
Didn't you show me a picture that you had of you were on a billboard in Africa?
Yeah. It's a video. The one at Mali.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. Yeah, he showed me a picture and
they
have this huge billboard and he's on
I
a
think
bike
I have
on
it.
it.
I think I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
You were on a billboard.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, and if you want to send me that picture afterwards, we can also put it up on the screen for YouTube.
Okay.
So they can also see what we're talking about.
And this one of the biggest shows. Okay, so this Nigeria.
What? That is so cool. You guys are in like for the viewers. It's like in a very legit, very large stadium. For us, it almost looks like a football stadium. A lot of seats. Oh wow, that's awesome. Very organized. What? That's so cool, man. That's you right now?
That's me.
Wow. Do you do stuff like this often?
Normally it happens in Accra. It happens December. We do organized bike shows.
Heck yeah, sounds like March. We need to have you out, dude. We're doing an event at Texas Motor Speedway. We are Mopar.
Okay.
Let me know what your rates are. What management I need to talk to. Yeah, manager.
Not really. I don't have
Same one as Meek Mill.
Oh yeah. I almost said agent, but I guess it's more of a manager. I don't know. My people will talk to your people.
Okay. Okay.
One thing that I talked to, it was your brother, right, that brought you out the first day?
Yeah.
One thing that I talked to him about while you're out riding is the wildlife, like the animals and stuff that would be around. Did you ever have any like what animals is it common for us here to like common to see on the side of the roads would be like deer or pigs?
Armadillos.
Yeah, or armadillos. What's some of the stuff that would be like that you'd have to watch out for, like you don't want to hit on the road while you're out riding type deal?
A fucking lion.
No, not lion. Actually, in Ghana, Accra, it's hardly you don't see animals around. The animals you do see are normal pets. Maybe someone's pet runs.
They have an animal? Like you're saying they have a domesticated
Like dogs.
Yeah, like
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
to see
sucks.
lions in Accra, and unless you go to the zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go to the zoo. You don't see such animals in Accra. But if you go to the rural areas and the forest, you can see zebra.
Like Mike Tyson walk around with one on a leash.
Oh my god.
That was a very good question. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's the culture like over there. Anything like way different from Texas that you're just like, man, this is bizarre.
Well, the difference I've seen in Ghana, where I am from, in America, is like people socialize more in Ghana. Like we socialize more than here. Here, you have to have connection with people before you can even talk to them.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, people do give compliments easy. Assuming you have a nice bike, I can tell you, bro, you have a nice bike, and we can communicate so easily. Unlike here.
Is it like an ego thing, or is it people distracted on their phone, or what's the difference you think?
Well, I'm still studying.
Yeah.
I can conclude straightforward. I have to.
Interesting. I think we're so distracted here. I don't know. What do I get?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to take you to an event so you can get out, like an event like Lean Back in Chirac or some big event like that. We'll have to get you out and show you more of because all of this.
Middle of the map. That's coming up.
Yeah, Kansas City, really good one.
Oh yeah, Mom ride.
Texas, just Texas alone is so big and so different. There's so many different places, but then like whenever you start getting outside of Texas, there's so many different. Like so the scenery is so much different. The people act different. It's nice to get to know, like how people are on the other side of the states.
Makes you like Texas more.
Yeah, Texas is.
Have you been outside of Texas yet?
Yeah, I've been to Louisiana.
Okay.
But outside Louisiana, no way.
What brought you to Louisiana?
No, I went to see someone.
Okay, just family. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Florida and Chicago.
Florida's its own thing.
Florida's different.
Florida's like its own country. Florida's like separate.
But Florida and Chicago, and then on the East Coast are definitely more like true bike life, like just riding
Well,
dirt
I heard
bikes.
Florida has a lot of alligators and crocodiles.
Florida has a lot of crazy. Florida just
We have
has a lot
alligators
of,
here too, though.
For
Yeah,
real?
because of people
The
from
Florida-
Florida
yeah.
bringing them here and letting them go.
We have there's alligators in some of the lakes around Dallas.
That's great.
And
So if you
then,
don't think about swimming this summer, don't.
There's
And I
also-
like riding jet skis too, but because of alligators here, I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah, fuck that. If you
No, we
can't
go
see
out
through the
to
water,
some
don't
spots.
touch the water. This dude used to have like a backflip and jet ski. Talk to him about that.
Yeah, I had it was a 1200cc two-stroke motor in it, and the whole jet ski only weighed 220 pounds. It was light enough that like I could pick it up and put it in the back of my truck, and it's pretty crazy. One of the stand-up jet skis. They're pretty crazy.
We can do that.
Yeah.
I have friends. I have brothers. I don't say friends. They are my brothers. We used to go to an island in Ghana, Ada, and we used to go there, ride jet skis and jump with jet ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a couple of buddies here that have jet skis, and then also have the wake boats, the boats that they like fill water up in the bottom so it makes a wave so you can surf on it.
Yeah.
So definitely whenever it warms up, we can definitely pop out and.
Is that how that works? They fill up water in the bottom of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boat
they have
and it creates
ballast.
a wave?
So like they'll fill up the ballast, and what it does is it like makes the back of the boat heavier, and so it creates a bigger, smoother wave.
We all learned something here today.
Working at the
Through the Tire Smoke, episode 2 at Riley's Powersports.
yeah, working and being involved with a lot of the
By episode
Powersports
3,
dealerships.
dude, it's gonna be.
It'll be smooth sailing.
Yo, dude, I imagine. I'm sorry. Yeah, but episode 2 is probably gonna be the best one. Man, okay, I just learned
There's
something
even
about jet
some
ski
boats that if I've gotten to see him get on one boat where it had the captain could have a remote, and he would set it to drive itself, and it follows GPS, and it'll go in a circle, and
That's
that
how
way
you die. That's the robots taking over.
if you're by yourself, you can go out and surf behind your own boat and look like a G.
Would you?
I wouldn't trust it. The boat costs $250,000. I would
Can
be
you
afraid.
imagine he like drops the remote in the water and like can't stop it or something?
That would be like
Or what if
running-
you fell? Hold on, sorry. What if you fell in the water and then the boat's just doing circles till it runs out of gas?
And I think one thing that is gonna be super new to my brothers in Ghana is seeing someone wheelie Harley Davidson in their real life. No, like we've never seen it.
The Harleys?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's
People
gonna
do
be
have,
very
people,
common
people
around
do
here.
own Harley, but they don't use it for wheelie.
Yeah.
They just ride it normal. Yeah.
Not like an idiot. I'm just kidding. No, I think it's totally cool. I think Harley wheelies are cool. I was just
Well, and I feel
being
like you
stupid.
gotta. Here in America, we have
Harleys
the
are
market
cool.
where people have been wheeling them long enough that they've built the parts so that they last. Whereas, like, if you were to take, you can wheelie a stock Dyna, but if you, I'm not even fully familiar with it, but you have to get like a motor mount for the front. That way, you don't crack your case whenever you slam it down real hard. And there's certain things you have to do, like with the oil pan, like for the oil pickups, and it's kind of a
The chain swap, right? Chain to belt swap, isn't that a big
yeah. People wheelie on belts, but they'll snap every once in a while. From what I've heard.
Who made Harley wheelies cool? Because I feel like Harleys, in my opinion, were not that cool. And then Sons of Anarchy made it like, oh, every badass needs a white tee
I feel like
and dark denim.
Sit Down Steve and Sea Bear were two of like the first pioneers into it, and really showing it off. At least those are the first two big names that I remember. And then currently CJ Barham is
Dude,
doing
he did that
some
stair
gnarly
set. Was
stuff.
it the Hollywood High stair set?
Well,
He like hit the stairs, jumped
Did you
into
just
a
see the
wheel.
recent one where they set up? You know how they have those like canals, those concrete drainage canals.
Uh-huh.
They set up a ramp, and he was wheeling and jumped a gap that had to have been like 30 feet in a wheelie over another bike and landed on the other side of the drain. It was.
I think Harley wheelies, in my opinion, were not a thing like 5 years ago.
Yeah, we kind of shit on Harley's last episode, so I had to wear the
Harley,
the
yeah.
Harley stunt uniform, the flannel.
I think they're awesome. I was just clowning earlier. But man, yeah, I'm so happy to see Harley's coming up. So you're going to get into Harley stunting now that you're here? Or
Straight.
get you a bagger?
Straight.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, he got to. I let him ride whenever I had the Yamaha Bolt. I let him ride that, and within 5 minutes, he was clutching up, doing wheelies, and playing around on it?
What's your like 3 to 5 year goal? Get a fleet of motorcycles and take over the world?
You know what? Already anything related to bikes. I mean,
Yeah.
it being fixing it, riding it, whatever related to bike. I mean, so I think I just want to grow, explore through bike. Yeah, because it's been the step from day one, and I think it's still making steps ahead. So I think I just have to make the right connections through bike and get to know good people just like you. And thanks to meeting you too. So I think
feel special. When you said you, I was like, damn, dog. I thought we had
He
something
doesn't-
cool.
he doesn't know what bike
Yeah. So I know this guy's a little stupid. So, dude, your resume's insane. You got Meek Mill, Vice News, and then obviously this podcast. That's 3
yeah,
of
and
the most important things on the internet.
We shot a couple of music videos too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anything in the mix? Like anything like upcoming opportunity or?
Well,
we gotta get him a bike
There we
first.
go. No, he
First
doesn't need a
goal.
bike, dog. Just fucking get him there, dude. Get him there. He needs a plane ticket. I'm gonna be your agent, bro.
So not only did you talked about fixing bikes, isn't that what you did? You owned your own shop in
Yeah.
Ghana, right?
yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit at all, or?
Well, fixing bike, it's been my job, so my full-time job actually. So through fixing it, I started having passion for stunts. When I fix bikes, it's just like normal mechanics. Most of them know how to stunt. So if they fix bikes, they do try, and it gives them the opportunity to try different bikes too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think a mechanic. I think like a little bit of an overweight guy in a beat up Carhartt, but if your guy's a stunter, that's pretty cool.
What came first for you? Did stunt riding come first, and then you learned how to work on bikes? Because that's how it happened with me. I did not even know how to change my own oil,
Wow.
and then I started stunt riding, and you drop the bike and you break something, you gotta learn how to fix it real quick, and like I learned how to work on bikes because I got into stunt riding. Is that same for you, or did you know how to work on bikes?
I started fixing bikes long time before started stunting. I've been fixing bike from, I think, 14 years.
If you want me asking, how old are you now?
I'll tell you after the video.
Oh, my bad. Skirt. What up, dude?
Yeah, I owe this
Subscribe to the
man-
Patreon. You'll find
He,
out later.
He's the one that replaced the motor on the R7. I blew up the motor on the R7 about a month ago, and
Wait, he's the one that helped you?
yeah, he did. Well, he didn't help me. He did it on his
Wow,
own.
you got the man back up and running,
Yeah.
dude. There
Yeah,
you go.
I bought the
That's
motor
awesome.
and then dropped it off, and he put it in the next week, and she
Yeah.
runs like a dream.
That's awesome. Dang, son.
So I was fixing bikes, and as I said, I started having passion for stunts, seeing my elder brothers,
Yeah.
like Survivor, Ni Ronaldo, Papa Lee,
Are those their
Master
names?
Sally,
Yeah.
back in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were those who we looked up to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Baba Salah, I haven't forgotten your name yet. So we started looking onto them, and we also started doing it, and we changed the style. They were also riding stock bikes like me, but they used to, do wheelies, which were super cool back then, stand-up wheelies. So when we saw it, we were like, it was super crazy when we started learning. But when we got to when we started getting the skill and we started doing our own thing, we started bringing our own styles to it and to make it look more nice. Now we have a lot of people looking up to us too and doing it more. So I think it's been a great journey. throughout
awesome.
it.
So you said Survivor, the bike star, is your brother?
Survivor, well, I would say they're all my senior brothers.
Yeah.
Respect, yeah. He used to wheelie for about 6 minutes or sometimes more than. He used to a stretch road. He makes sure when he pops up the wheelie, he finished the road.
Yeah. Yeah, that name just sounds too familiar because whenever you first came over here and you posted on the story that we were hanging out and we got you out at the lot, he was the first one that he followed me and then showed me a bunch of love, liked a bunch of my videos, and then so I ended up following him back, and it definitely a lot of killers.
Yeah, and Papa Lee. Papa Lee used to wheelie KTM back when we were young, and I think he had the handbrake kit back then, yeah. So he used to hop on the seat, change some tricks, yeah, it was super cool, yeah. And Master Sally, he used to ride sports bikes. Yeah, well, when we were young, we used to see him on sports bikes doing long distance stoppies. Yeah, and touch and go, that kind of crazy release, yeah.
Seems like you already have an awesome resume of people you've met through riding, but is there someone specific you want to meet while you're over here in Texas? Someone like that you just seen videos of that you haven't got a chance to connect with?
I think it's Didi.
Yeah.
Didi
Lee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how me and KB got linked up.
Yeah.
If I don't know if you want to tell that story or if you want me to tell it.
So you haven't met him yet in person?
No, he hasn't met it yet.
Well, I follow Didi on Insta. I follow Didi on Instagram for a long time now.
Yeah.
I like his move. He's super.
He's one of your favorites before you got over here?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's
I've been
cool.
following Didi back in Ghana, watching his stunt, but it's just different because I don't use the handbrake.
Yeah.
You know, I don't use the stunt kit bikes. So, but I do like how he do ride.
Yeah.
You know, so when I got here, I told him, Didi, I'm in Texas, and he told me, okay, I told him I wanna get connected with you. He told me he's currently busy, something like that, but he's gonna make me
traveling. Yeah.
he's gonna make me connect with Danzy.
Yeah.
Wow,
So I got a random
cool.
text message. I got a random Instagram message out of nowhere that said, "Hey Danzy, Diddy gave me your info. Said that if I wanted to ride in Texas to hit you up."
Yeah.
And then so we immediately got linked up and took him out to the lot and got him on a bike so he could get back out there.
Is that how you ended up in DFW?
Yeah. So I think first of all, big shout outs to Didi.
Oh, okay.
Because his connection is now vibrating more energy.
Yeah.
So I think Didi,
wow.
Didi is the responsible for everything happening now. Without Didi's connection, Didi connecting me with Danzy, I don't think I'm even here talking to you all wonderful people.
That's pretty cool, man. Well, thanks for that compliment. You're wonderful.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I didn't. Whenever I met Diddy, I didn't realize how big he was, both size wise and following wise. But he's the one that taught me that started teaching me how to circle. Once I finally got balance point, because he used to live an hour and a half away from where I used to live, and he would come up to our lot days because there was only 3 people that rode where he was at, and yeah, seeing him as soon as I got the R7, I gotta give it to him. He was the first one to kangaroo an R7 because I let him get on my bike. Kangaroos where you do a stop.
I like how you saw that in my eyes. I was like,
I saw the gears.
What's a kangaroo, dude?
The kangaroos, whenever you're doing you come in and do a stoppie, and then you turn the bike, and you actually snap the front brake to intentionally high side yourself, and then the front wheel comes off the ground, and you're in the air momentarily and land on the back wheel. And so I want to say that's one of his videos that got him super viral. Is he did a gnarly kangaroo on his 0304 that was super higher than what
Is it just the hop that gives it the kangaroo?
Yeah, I would say so. And then not only the fact that he did it so high is also a guy his size doing the stuff that he's doing it's just super cool. It adds a whole nother level to it, honestly.
And, you know, Didi makes things he makes stunt effortless. He makes it look so easy when doing it, especially with his blue bike. What bike is it?
On the new one that he's on right now?
I think it's a 636 Kawasaki.
Yeah, it's the exact same as mine, just blue. His is a 19 plus as well. Yeah, but he was on
so perfect.
He was on a 0304, and I think he's going back to he's building a 13 plus right now, if I'm not mistaken.
That's nice.
Yeah, and see that's one of those things I'm talking about. The bike scene just brings people from all over together. If I would have never gotten into stunt riding, I would have never met Diddy. I would have never met the homies across the states, and I would have never got a brother from Africa. So it's just super cool how things just come together with the stunt riding. So you just meet so many people.
Like you said earlier, bikes bring bonds.
Bikes bring bonds. Exactly.
So, have you tried the Texas barbecue yet?
Yeah, I tried Waterburger spicy.
Oh, that's not even barbecue.
Dude, more important, have you gone to Waffle House?
Not yet.
What?
That's Evan's favorite
Dude, I've been
place.
twice this weekend, dude. All right, no barbecue though, like legit restaurants. That's so like Whataburger's fast food. Barbecue like something good. I'm trying to think of one, but they all kind of got commercialized. Like Hard 8. I don't know what else is around here. Barbecue.
Spring Creek Barbecue. You got to try the brisket. That's what you
not
gotta,
Buc-ee's. It's like what Buc-ee's puts on the sign, but not what they really sell.
Yeah,
that
barbecue, Texas barbecue brisket. That's the go-to.
Which one did you say we should try last time and we forgot?
Smileys?
On our way home.
Sickies?
I said Smileys. See, it's not just I get everything wrong. This is happens ADD. You just spit out the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
You said something like a Mexican food.
Oh, Mexican food. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Feel
Mexican
City?
though, so even though I may not look like it, I'm Mexican. But
Mexican food around here.
man, I don't remember.
I like Mexican food because they put spicy. I
Yeah.
like spicy foods.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Is
Next
that-
to Fuel City, there's that good barbecue restaurant. It's literally called like Barbecue Restaurant. They don't even have a name. That's
Yeah.
how good they are.
Well, that's how most Texas barbecue places. It just says BBQ.
He
in
made
big
the comment,
red
and I
letters.
realized that when I was trying to tell you about the taco shop down the street, and you're like, I think you made a comment like they don't even have a name. And I'm like, that's how good they are.
Yeah.
The ones that just
No.
they
They're
just
not
have
on
signs
the
say like
maps.
tacos. Yeah,
They're not on maps.
they're not on maps. That's what you said. Yeah, you're like, because I was like, I'll just send you. Never mind, they don't have a Google location. Those
So
are the best ones.
What's been the hardest thing to adjust to? Would it be the food being so different, or is it, or with us being in the area that we're in, are you able to find stuff that's like traditional, like what you're used to back home?
Well, for the food aspect, it's not really a problem because I do cook myself sometimes. But I think it was when I got here first. It was my accent. The moment I speak, people know I'm different. I'm new. You know. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So I think that's my problem right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't feel too guilty for it because
You shouldn't feel guilty.
yeah,
It's cool.
no, it's cool.
Well, some of these Texans are walking around with like a fat thing of chew in their mouths, and they sound stupid too.
Yeah, I will say sometimes I'm just used to hearing a Texas accent, and sometimes whenever me and you talk on the phone, and I have to ask a couple of times.
Yeah.
Or I feel like you have to ask me a couple of times too
Yeah.
to get what we're talking about.
Have you learned any cool like Texas slang words that you're just like, hey, that's awesome? No.
No.
Never mind. Two big question. Reverse Uno.
No, I feel like he speaks more proper English than 90% of
I
Texans.
would agree with that. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I haven't heard you say y'all yet.
No.
That's a big Texas word.
Back in Ghana, normally when we speak in English, we don't normally blend two words together. If it's you, we just say you. If it's I, you just say I. You understand?
say
So
y'all.
you are. Bye.
No laziness.
Yeah.
Seen a trend into my culture. We definitely need to get you to Waffle House and some real Texas food, not Whataburger. Whataburger's good after like 2 a.m. But that's
Hey, okay, we're entering fighting words, dude.
What?
I like Whataburger.
after 2 a.m. if you have like
Whataburger's my
35
Waffle
minutes to
House
wait.
you.
Okay, I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
That was a passion point. All right, never mind. Stand aside. You can never smoke a cigarette inside of a Whataburger.
Depends on which one you go to. Some of the Whataburgers have bulletproof glass. You just gotta know which ones to go to.
They like slide your food out like a bank.
Yeah.
Here's your number 4, sir.
It's right around the corner from the 7-Elevens that play opera music. That's how you know.
Bro, that one next to the stunt lot, they play like angry Russian war music. Like if
you know what that
Putin
is,
had,
right?
yeah, to keep the homeless people away.
Yeah.
If Putin had like a gym workout mix, that's what they play at that place on loud.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Any crazy injuries before we kind of wrap this up? Like any crazy? Crazy.
Well, I have scars.
I saw you have like a scar right here. Is that a bone coming through?
It's not a bone, you know. It's just a tag. Every rider has a tag.
A tag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this I was riding on
Oh gosh, there's one on that side too. Oh no.
kind of Spider-Man.
I see it now.
So I was riding on KTM, on a friend's KTM, and
Of course, there's a KTM. It's
Yeah.
KTM or a DRZ.
It was a carburetor. I was doing a distance wheelie with a KTM 450N, not knowing the carburetor was being worked on. You know, so it normally shots fuel. So I was going for a distance, and I just turned the steering like this, and the fuel just finished in the carburetor, so the bike has to drop, and the steer started bubbling in my arm, so it had to throw me somewhere, and my gloves went off, and you know I had this injury.
Sheesh. Sheesh. It was painful.
So you said, what did you say this one was right here?
This one was also, you know, I think I was trying to do something. I was practicing and I fell.
Okay.
But it wasn't so serious, you know. It just left me a tag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you said every rider has a tag, and I was like, I don't have one. I guess I'm not a real
I think
rider.
you have one. I
You
think
have
it's in
one.
your leg region.
Yeah, I got one right here. Then, if that's what we're talking about, I just didn't
is
know
it
if
that leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your tag.
Yeah, because where I grew up in a small town in Kansas, and I didn't partake in it, but one of the things that they did in high school was brand each other. You'd take a coat hanger and put it in a shape, and you put your initial on your arm or on your thigh.
Put it in a shape, like everybody thought of like a dick right there. Like,
Yeah.
put it in a shape. I want a triangle, dude. I'm trying to get an octagon on my back.
Yeah, I
bro.
thought that's what you meant. I didn't know if like it was a brand or something.
No.
Yeah.
Any tattoos or anything crazy?
No, I don't have tattoos.
Dang, that facial.
I
Yeah,
never-
this said like
yes.
no. You're
I'm
like,
just
no.
factory reset.
Is that your parents?
Just
thing?
like the bikes.
Is that
Just
your
like the
your
bikes,
race? Like no
factory set.
tattoos?
No, but I just don't like it myself. I don't want to have a tattoo. Yeah.
No, I respect it. Just you gave a very clear answer, like no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Factory set, just like the bikes.
Just
Dang,
factory
dude.
reset. No piercing, no tattoo.
I respect that. No, that's cool. Factory set, baby.
One of the riders that you had mentioned whenever you came here, Leaky.
Yeah, Licky the bike star in New York.
Yeah. Have you ever linked up with him or just talked through social media?
Yeah, we do talk. We do talk, but he's even waiting for me to come to New York so we can, you know, shoot some videos and, you know, and also Chino. You know Chino?
Chino MMG.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
He rides with. He was with Malcolm back in the day.
Yeah, Chino.
We
Yeah, he
ran
came
with
to
Meek
Ghana
and
too.
stuff, yeah.
We rode together. In
I saw
Ghana.
him one time at X Games chilling with
Chino
Malcolm.
is one of
I'll have to look him up.
one of the
You'd
dead bike
recognize him.
legends. He inspired a lot of us.
They had
you
like
know.
the chrome bikes and the all gold bikes and stuff like that with the chains that match.
know,
Yeah.
Chino, Licky, they inspired a lot of young gamers.
How did Chino get so big? Cause he just bike life or did he do
You know,
music or?
my first time seeing Chino's video.
He was
back-
very obnoxious and loud, like the chains and the loud raps and.
Well, Chino has his style, and that style no one can take it from him. No one can take it from him. Like
Yeah.
the flex, you know, and how he makes the stunt look, like how he makes wheelies look. It looks so nice. And my first time seeing Chino, he was young by then, using a I think CRF 150. He made the wheelie look so super easy. How he was doing it and just throwing his arms with one hand, dropping back, and you know, it's crazy.
He had a Vice thing too, didn't he? Didn't Vice do a pretty big piece on him as well?
Chino is a big guy.
Yeah.
Like, actually, he has a lot of big shoots.
Yeah. He's done stuff like Adidas and stuff as well, hasn't he? Like big brands.
Yeah, he has big brands too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is one thing that I will say. I definitely love the sport bikes more. Like that fits more my style. But I do feel like bike life guys that are on dirt bikes.
Sorry, bro. After the video, you have to check on Licky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him like that, but I'm kind of cautious of his work.
Licky was the first guy I saw his video. When I first saw Licky's video, I was like, this guy rides different. Like, he makes really looks like he's just moving around with two tires on the ground. Meanwhile, with one tire, he's just swerving through traffic, doing, you know,
Like a
Licky is
beautiful,
crazy.
just poetic, like a
Smooth.
yeah.
He's super smooth.
Yeah, I will say that's what I was trying to say that I do feel like the bike life dirt bike guys have a more distinctive style to them. Like Bobby Blocks, McCarted, they've just it's different flow.
I can't really like y'all kids. I'm not trying to put that front on the slightest bit, but I watch too many East Coast videos, and like even when I'm messing around at the lot and I'm on the pitter, I throw it back and I like try and lean the wheel, and I'm just dude so screwing myself up. But I've seen too many of those videos where they're just like lean back with that front wheel cocked sideways, like
Yeah.
I do that at speed wobbles, and I'm just like faced into the cement.
Anytime I go out of town on a big ride, I try to find Motarded. I try to find him because I like to just watching him ride through the pack just hypes me up. Like
Where's he from?
He's from Denver. He's one of the homies from Denver.
Was he at the lot event that you donated the Grom for?
Yeah. No. He was here for SBK. That's where you met him.
Oh, was he
As the
wanted to
reflective
shoot
M?
the face mask with, or shoot on with the face mask?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
But he just has a whole different flow to him, like the way he floats through the pack and all those the bike life guys. They'll swerve on somebody
Dude, that's
like right
Paul
next to
so
him.
hard.
Oh yeah.
That dude is ridiculous.
He
is nuts.
Yeah.
Do you know Paul?
No.
You probably seen him in passing, but dude, he's just, it hurts my head. It's like you don't want to see him get hurt, but it's just like you're like, when's this not going to work out?
Yeah, Paul's really been floating those no-handers.
Dude, he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude's like checking his time,
And then
texting while he's back
it's
there.
It's always crazy to me whenever
his taxes or
he
something.
Jumps the curves. It's like he'll be
Everything
swerving and
he
he'll come
does.
like to block traffic, and he'll just like bounce on the curb right on the sidewalk to just start doing circles in front.
He just makes it look so effortless. That's what like hurts your head.
He just got a drift car too.
What did he get?
Picked up a 350Z.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Urban Racing coming soon.
Wow. I'm jealous. Dang, now I need a Crown Vic too.
So other than New York, are there any set destinations that you want to try to go to, or still trying to figure it out?
Yeah, I want to go to Miami too. Yeah. Actually, I want to just explore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas is the best, I'm gonna be honest. So like you've hit the top. We'll just travel everything from there.
Well, it's nice that you chose Texas because you're in the middle. So like you're halfway. You can go to Cali or you can go to Florida, Miami. I think
good.
whenever I went to Broward on top, it took 21 hours to get there from here driving.
When you're driving, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any rides you're gonna be doing this summer that you're excited about? Like me and him keep talking about Mom. I want to go to Prison Break, but we got another scheduling conflict.
Yeah. I don't think you're not too familiar with the rides here yet, are you? Like,
Lean back Chirac is the move, dude.
Like you don't know what rides are when and where they're at type deal.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Normally, even me knowing there is a car show last time
Yeah.
I picked your scooter,
Yeah.
Danzy told me. So when events like that, when you give me information, that's when I can come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to go to
Because
Kansas City.
I don't really communicate with people around here except Danzy
Yeah.
when it comes to bike.
Danzy knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes, most of the time.
Most times.
And then he reminds me sometimes of things I need to know about.
Yeah, man. If you want to try and go to Kansas City, we're trying to line it up. And
Yeah.
some of the homies from other states, we already got an Airbnb, and I love Kansas City. It's definitely one of my favorite places to go for sure. Kansas City, Chicago,
Anything
and
related to bike, so
yeah,
Let's go.
let's
We need
go.
to, after this, we'll talk to him about Wham. We can get him involved in that.
for sure,
Yeah.
100%.
We are Mopar, baby. Get you in a
Yeah,
drift
we
car.
definitely need to get you in a drift car. I think you'll have fun with that.
Okay.
It'll be a ton of fun.
He's just laughing. He's gonna get one. He's like, "Oh, I've never drove a drift car." Then get it.
He's gonna have to buy the drift car so that he can put the bike on the back and take it to the lot.
Fucking Paul. Like to kick that guy in the throat. I'm just kidding. Paul's a cool guy. Paul. I just can't believe he got a drift car. Now I'm jealous. I saw he was like scooting around with a Miata.
Yeah, no, he posted on a story, scooped up a Z. He had to drive somewhere to get it. I don't know where he scooped it from, but
What the heck?
it looks just like Dan's. The same
The
same
blue guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Interesting. Well, any big shout outs for you? Any big company sponsors, partners,
Yeah.
people back home we need to say what's up to? Mom, dad.
Yeah, my mom. I used to talk to my mom a lot, so it's kind of different between her. But shout outs to Mona Lisa Global. That's
Heck
his
yeah.
brand. Yeah.
I love that crew neck, bro. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's super cool.
I like that it's got everything embroidered on the other side.
Yeah,
That looks high
you know.
quality.
And he made this actually for me. He was
Oh, heck
like,
yeah.
he was like,
I
you
was
can-
gonna ask
you
if that
can-
was
you
by
can-
design.
You can be in America and don't give them,
Yeah.
salute. So he put.
Oh,
American
I
flag
love that.
there, yeah.
Texas is cooler. Version 2, let's do the Texas flag on
Anyway,
there. I'm just kidding. No, your friend did a phenomenal job. That's a cool
Yeah.
brand. I'm just a proud Texan.
Yeah, and
It's
shout
not
outs
even
to
born here.
Motor World is the brand holding me down from Ghana.
Oh, heck yeah. That's important.
So shout outs to Motor World and shout outs to Mona Lisa Global. Yeah. And shout outs to my group, my family, Ghana Bike Life. Respect.
Yeah, freaking Vice OGs over there, dude. Have to check that out. I got homework.
Shout outs to Kareless. Yeah.
My guy right here. And Riley's Powersports.
Exactly.
We're gonna get it. Dan, any closing thoughts or mantra for the people back home?
No, man, I'm just super stoked that you were down to do this, man. It's super cool, and I definitely want to get your story out there for the people here local to build your name over here more.
Okay.
Because you've been super cool since you got here, for sure. Just showing love.
And any bike. Dude, you jump on any
killer.
Any bike, yeah.
If you get the chance to watch this guy in person, definitely follow his Instagram. He doesn't need my help on the plug. He's definitely got us all beat. But if you get the chance to watch, his riding is just insane.
Hey, we're about to link the Vice thing below as well, because I'm excited to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I'll try to send you the link, yeah.
Oh, I'll find it. No, I appreciate it. I'm going to find it. That's pretty cool. And then one more time, were you in a music video you said you wrote in?
Yeah, I wrote in.
Because you're in a music video?
Been a couple yet.
Sorry, what's about to you today?
I've been in. I had a shoot with. I don't know if you know Davido. He's one of the big artists in Africa.
What's his artist name?
Yeah, Davido.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I had a shoot.
I thought you were saying the video. That
No,
sounds stupid. Never mind.
Davido.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's called David actually, but
Yeah.
you know.
Because I don't know if you heard Lil Wayne.
Well, I've not shot videos with any I think American artists.
Yeah.
Not yet, but
Most that happen.
most of African artists, yeah, I shot with most of them, most of the big artists in Africa.
Heck yeah. There's a lot of good Texas rappers popping off right now.
Yeah,
Just share one of those.
Ryan Critchie would be a dope one to get a video in, mostly because he's also a stunt rider and he does Supercross now mainly, but he was on dirt bikes.
The guy you recommended his music to me last time.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Killer
No,
rider.
definitely.
He's a homie of ours from Austin.
I like his music.
He's super cool dude too, man. Super cool in person, for sure.
I'd like to meet him too.
Yeah, we can definitely line that up too.
Awesome.
I'm good, man. I think it's,
I feel like I gotta do the closing. I gotta redeem myself. Just through the tire smoke, episode 2 over here at Riley's Powersports. We're gonna get it right. Shout out to our buddy. He traveled the farthest to be here. A legendary rider. You've accomplished a lot.
Straight.
I appreciate you making time to be here. And we're gonna link all of his cool works below. Links. Below.
Thank you all too for welcoming me. You know, giving me this warm welcome. Not anyone will do this, but you know, it takes a couple of few people who are good hearts to welcome strangers, and I have to say thank you, a big thank you to you all.
Oh, dude, you're very kind. You're very talented. I think this is only the beginning for you. So big ups from here.
All right.
Shout out to Riley's Powersports Clapper Artwork Extravaganza.